story of Charles Dickens. The value of imagination. Charles Dickens was born in 1812. His father was a clerk in southern England. He wasn't paid much, so the family lived in an old, run-down house. Then Mr. Dickens lost his job, so they moved to London. Mr. Dickens still can't find any jobs and went deep into debts. One day, a policeman came and asked Mr. Dickens if he can pay his debts. When Mr. Dickens said he didn't have enough money, one policeman answered that he must go to debtor's prison with no one supporting them. Dickens, Mrs. Dickens, and the children, except Charles, moved into the prison with their father. Although Charles was only 12 years old, he got a job working in a dirty, dark shoe polish factory. 12-hour days. He scarcely made enough money to buy bread and rent a bed in an old room. Charles wondered what would become of him. Desperate, Charles' father studied shorthand. When he received money from a relative, he paid his debt and got out the prison. Then he found a job as a court reporter. Charles quit his job and went to school. The teacher was cruel, but Charles studied hard and learned quickly. He also studied people, paying attention at what they did and why they did it. He also noticed the smell and the way of places. 2 years later, he found a job as a reporter in England House of Parliament. Though he found the work fascinating, but he wondered why they didn't adopt laws to help poor people. One day Dickens decided to be imaginative, and he wrote a story of his own. Every character seems to be a little like someone he had known. At last, one day evening, he dropped off his story as the pseudonym Boss. Under the pseudonym Boss in monthly magazine office. A month later, Dickens was shouting joyfully, "They printed my story, I'm an author." The magazine won more and more stories by Boss. Soon Dickens was writing stories about children working in factories, family living in debtor's prison, and poor people being hungry. He made the story interesting to read, giving high hopes that people would make actions for things that were wrong. Dickens wrote stories about people like David Copperfield and Oliver Twist. Folks all around the world were fascinated by his imagination. By the people that his imagination had brought to life. In Dickens' story, people can conceive the way that a shoe polish factory looked, or learn what a debtor prison feels like. Dickens' story became popular in America. When he went to America to read his story, large throngs greeted him. When he was there, England passed laws to protect children who have to work. Parliament also closed debtor prisons and passed laws so poor people could attend to school. When Dickens returned from America, a large dinner was given from his honor. In his honor. Your imagination, Dickens, has given us a great pleasure, said a host. You have become one of the most popular novelists of our time, and you have helped us change our laws so that it will be more fair for our people. A woman exclaimed happily when excitedly when she saw him on the street. Mr. Dickens, let me touch the hand that had filled my home with many friends. That pleased Dickens the most.